Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third and final episode of Some Good Tech News. That's right. After 3 episodes, we've decided to put a pin in our humble video show. We don't want to get too good at this, and I've run out of ties. Here we go with some good tech news. Branch has been nominated for a Webby. The Minneapolis fintech company is going up against some financial behemoths, such as Bank of America and TurboTax in the financial services/banking app category. Voting is open to the public until Thursday, May 7th, so head on over to the Webby website and show some Minnesota support. Let's be real, it ain't easy out there for startups, but a helping hand was given out this week in the form of the 3rd round of Launch Minnesota Innovation Grants. The Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development, aka DEED, awarded 12 grants to 11 startups. According to the organization, 36% of those companies are owned by women, veterans, or minorities, or are headquartered in greater Minnesota. Combined with the first 2 rounds, DEED has now given more than 40 grants for a total of more than $1.2 million. That's some real cheese. Grants will be awarded until the 2020 limit of $1.6 million is reached. So there's sure to be more dough doled out by DEED. Now for a bit of self-promotion. I know, a little cheesy, but we think it could help the community. This week, we officially unveiled Tech.more, our membership platform. You can catch up on all the details on Tech.mn. There's one element we want to highlight here on Some Good Tech News. We're giving away free 3-month Tech.more memberships to anyone who has lost their job because of the COVID-19 pandemic. All you have to do is send an email to info@tech.mn with the subject Tech.more COVID-19, and we'll set you up, all confidentially, of course. We know it's no replacement for a job, but we hope you'll find some value in the platform during these tough times. The more we stay connected as a community, the more we can help one another. Self-promotion ended. Moving on. With this being the final episode of our show, we can't shine the spotlight on every single company doing their part to help others during the COVID-19 pandemic. There's just too much good going around for us to cover in depth with the time that we have here. But that doesn't mean we can't run down the list during a rapid fire round with a rockin' soundtrack. Here we go. Adbase, Alchemy 365, B2 Mask, Better You, Bright Health, Carrot Health, Clinician Nexus, Extempore, Flywheel, Yes for Seniors, Who Knew It? Joshin, Jump Technologies, Love Your Melon, MedLaws, Medical Alley Association, One Desk, Pickup, Pops, Hewitt, St. Paul Chamber Orchestra, Stratasys, The Coven, BidScript, Desana Health, Vitals, Webiquity. Woo! What a great group. To learn more about what each of those companies are doing, be sure to head over to our Minnesota Together story on tech.mn. Now, continuing our trend in highlighting Minnesota companies helping the community, we bring in Nels Pederson from Livefront. What's up, Nels?
Not much. Kevin, how are you doing?
Doing good, buddy. Good to see you. And it's a pleasure to be in the company of your bright red stash.
Oh, thank you.
Lockup inspired?
It's funny. I had a little bit of a head start going into this whole shutdown. This is the only time in my life where I might have a good excuse to grow out my hair on all fronts.
The people that follow Tech.mn know Livefront and the founder, Mike Bollinger's history with Tech.mn. Livefront's been a longtime sponsor of Tech.mn. But the reason you're on the show is not just because we're buddies, but because you're doing something pretty awesome to help the community during economic crisis and people being out of work. Tell the people what you're working on.
We are launching a new community program, really simple. What we're doing is offering free code reviews. The whole idea is if you are a mobile engineer and you have an app and you want somebody to review your code, give you feedback, our senior level team of engineers will do it for you. A lot of really, really talented engineers, talented technologists are out of work right now. It sucks. Mm-hmm. And we want to do our part to help these folks best highlight themselves. So it's pretty common that you might have to submit a portfolio when you're going through the application process, or maybe you do some sort of code challenge. If it's helpful, we would love to give you feedback to help make sure that you're super successful.
That's really great. And Livefront has a reputation earned over, I think, a couple of decades of having sort of the cream of the crop of mobile developers. Would you say that's accurate?
I like to say I'm happily the dumbest person on the team.
Now, tell everybody what your role is at Livefront.
So I lead our partnerships team. So everything from hiring to business development. We do a ton of work in the community. My goal is to help build and grow those relationships and really help make sure that Livefront is involved in helping to grow the technology community.
So again, it's for developers that are out of work. How do they get in touch and how do they kick off that process?
You can do one of two things. Fill out a very simple form, or I'm always around, nels@livefront.com. Shoot me an email.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Nels. Thank you to Livefront for being a great sponsor of Tech.MN, and I think it's really cool what you're doing for the community. So kudos to you.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Take care, Kevin.
Yeah. And that's a wrap for some good tech news. Thank you to everyone who has watched the show, and thank you to all of the amazing people and companies we've featured. You're all making Minnesota a better place. Even though the show is ending, that doesn't mean Tech.MN will be slowing down. Far from it. Be sure to visit the site, follow us on Twitter @TechDOTMN, and sign up for our weekly newsletter, The Circuit. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kevin McArdle. Stay good, Minnesota.